Welcome back to STSPN.com. Sorry, you could hear me? All right, good. Minute 20 left on the clock here till we start the third quarter. Our continuing doubleheader coverage, John McClain, of the Washington State 3A boys basketball regional playoff action here at Bellevue College.
Well, what would you rather be doing, Scott?
Phenomenal entertainment. We have Seattle Prep on top, 36-20 over the kids from down south in Vancouver, Mountain View.
Look at that cheering session from Mountain View.
Their kids came. They made the drive up north for this game, and they are giving it all they have.
Well, I imagine they've had a great season. They've gotten this far.
Want to thank everybody for checking in on Snohomish Times Sports Network, STSPN.com. Also, our great presenting sponsors. And if you're ever in Snohomish and need quick dry cleaning, call Hill Street Cleaners. 360-794-4020 and 360-568-3666. That's in Snohomish or Monroe. Thank you to Hill Street Cleaners. All right, back to action. Phillips up top. Seattle Prep in the white with the ball. Down to Big Brewy. Spins nice to the bucket, and it's good.
Very good move. Drop step to his right.
38-20, 13 now for Brewy.
And what's funny about that is everybody knows that drop step's coming. It's just what do you do, right?
There's nothing you can do. You just got to take it.
Get double team.
Take your lumps. Mountain View, a three-point shooting team, trying to get something going.
If you're a big boy, you might be able to block that shot from behind.
Duchesne, no good from way outside.
Fenner got in his face.
Phillips to Fenner. I have a feeling Fenner took it easy on the rim that time. He could have.
That was all set up by the pass from Phillips.
Jam, great look by Phillips. 40-20 now, 20-point big lead by Seattle Prep. Early seconds here of the second half. Duchesne trying to do it all, a nice left-hander runner.
And we're 40-22 with 6:39 left in the third.
Out top now, Big Martin with the ball, 25 up top.
I want to see Martin shoot the three ball.
DJ Fenner now, 15 the ball, gets to Brewy. What a combo. That's just cold-blooded.
Brewy's
Big
not
Brewy.
afraid to shoot.
First he's inside, then he takes a nice little 15-footer turn, fadeaway, good.
Brewy, a senior.
42-22, lead up to 20 again.
Fenner caught by the sheriff. Giving him a little extra.
So Seattle Prep, the number one ranked 3A team in the state, beat Rainier Beach, who put an absolute thumping on a great effort by Glacier Peak earlier tonight. 87-54, is that the correct score, Ron Henthorn? 87-51.
The score of this game, Scott's 42-22 with 6:02 left in the third.
Just heard from our colleague Tim Boyle. Not sure if he's still watching at home. Here's Duchesne trying to get something going.
Isn't Tim working the volleyball championships, Scott?
He could be. Down low, lefted, contested. Nice try by Johnson, no good. Prep coming the other way. Deep to Martin. Martin now back to Phillips. Short. Duchesne with the rebound. Up top now. Dre trying to get something going. Inside. Have to let everybody know we just got the rosters before the game started, so we're not...
Not only are we trying to figure out the kids' names, we're trying to figure out how to pronounce them.
Exactly. There's one name I've been avoiding all night. If you know who that is, email me at scott@snohomishtimes.com.
It's Marchesini.
Marchesini! I heard from a good friend, a good source, that it is an Italian name.
Uh-oh. You're going to be flailing your arms around when you say it now.
I should. Phillips now on the near side. Up top, Fenner gets it now. Back to Phillips.
Prep being very cautious with the ball.
Martin now the sophomore.
Working the clock.
Clough drives in, stops, a little jumper. Off the rim. Martin had to hang up there. Got the rebound, goes back up, and is going to get fouled.
Boy, that ball almost just got balanced on the rim. Thought it was going to stay there.
Martin went up for the rebounder, tried to stay up as long as possible.
Well, the ball did. He had to come
He needed
back
a stool. Somebody needed a little step stool.
Yes.
Keep him up there.
6'8" sophomore needed a step stool. The ball just wasn't dropping like he was.
Martin, the absolute freak, and I say that with as flattery.
Admiration is what it is.
Unbelievable kid. 6 points for Martin now. 43-22. Seattle Prep never in trouble here with 4:37 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, we wish we were that tall and wish we were that young.
I've always wished I was taller. Another turnover by Mountain View, trying to go low to McCauley. Shane McCauley.
Martin going to take a seat.
You can see now the blue kids in the blue, the Thunder, they're starting to drag a little bit, walking back to the other end.
Yeah, well, they've been running hard trying to keep up with these kids from prep, right?
Phillips, a senior.
Relentless.
Tap now Brewy, Mitchell Brewy, 21 out there. Got a D1 scholarship. Fenner showing his mid-range game. Drops it for 15 tonight for Fenner. 46-22, Seattle Prep on top.
4 minutes left in the third.
Chesney now trying to swing it around.
Rotating the ball well, but boy, Prep's right there for D.
Torsen working, finally gets to the lane and is...
If you get in trouble, Scott, you might as well just go to the hole.
Rewarded with a bucket. 7 points for Torsen.
He was dribbling around and looked up, and there was the basket.
He did. The sea parted for him. Brewy now. Let me show you a little business. Misses from the left, no problem.
He was padding his stats, Scott.
Tip it from the right, Brewy. 17, shot no good, rebound.
Kanedeck with the rebound.
Saw Kanedeck hit a couple threes in the first half.
Saw Kanedeck hit the floor a couple times in the first half, too.
Doesn't look too big. We're against the trees. Brewy recognizes the triple tree and tries to get it back outside.
Kanedeck 5'10", they say. Senior. His
DJ.
little brother's on the team, too.
Yeah.
Sophomore.
It's a family affair. Into Brewy now. Triple team back out to Fenner through the legs. Stop, drop, three. Good. Count it.
Fenner, nice. Looking at the shot clock, knows exactly where he is, how much time's left.
Cold-blooded, heartless from beyond the 3 arc.
He's a killer.
18 points for DJ Fenner. You're seeing some premier high school basketball athletes here on STSPN.com.
So we're looking 51-24, 2:39 left in the half. Or no, in the third. This game is fast, Scott.
It is. If you knew anything about Kathy Salvadolina from Windermere Real Estate, you know that she's fair, she's good, and she'll get you covered for any real estate need. She specializes in the Snohomish real estate market, supports local businesses, and is a huge supporter of STSBN.com, SnohomishTimes.com, and all high school sports. Give her a call, 425-350-0020. Or check her out at KathySalvo.com.
The official realtor of STSPN.com Sports.
Also want to give a nice shout out and thanks for another one of our great sponsors, A. Wesco Septic Service. If you call septic, and I have a septic, John, out there in the country, out in Snohomish, out in Clearview.
You're out in the wild.
I mean, new septic clear certification. If you need that, 24-hour service at A. Wesco Septic Service, 888-488-5588, service and repair.
And do you know what happens if you tell them I sent you, Scott?
What happens?
You get $50 off.
50? You get $50 off?
50. I didn't say 55. I said 50.
A. Wesco Septic Service, thank you for your sponsorship in presenting regional playoff basketball.
And tell them the boys at STSPN.com sent you. They'll hook you up.
Sure. Mountain View trying to scratch and claw, get something going. 51-24. The guys in the white jerseys are up big from Seattle Prep.
Mountain View having a little trouble on both ends of the court. They can't stop Prep, and they can't score at the other end as much as they need to.
Dre, though, gets a nice bucket. 5 for Dre.
51-26, 2:04 left in the third.
Big Martin now in the ball game down low.
Working hard, pushing kids around.
See now Hicks now number 20.
Can't say kids, he's one of the youngest ones out there.
No. Marchesini tries it over there.
Stuck.
He gets a turnover, a rare turnover for Prep. Torsen coming the other way. Dishes it off to Dre. Now deep. Johnson, good. Nice shot. They got a conversion. 51-28, and Prep with another turnover, second in a row in a couple seconds here. It's 51-28 Prep.
And that's just what Mountain View needs. Now when they get those steals, they need to capitalize at the other end. And the best way to capitalize would be with a 3-ball. It'd be the fastest way to get back in this, but
3-ball specialists on the Mountain View team, but it's hard. I got to give credit on the defensive side.
They're getting out on them.
Duchesne, no good.
You know, that's what GP needed to do against Rainier Beach and was just unable, right? But you can see Prep's doing a really good job of that. They're fast enough. They can get out there and get a hand in somebody's face. It's just stopping the Mountain View boys. Currently. You always got to attack a disclaimer on the end of those things because it is high school basketball and almost anything can happen.
Working the clock now is Prep down to 11 seconds is the shot clock. Little tried to dish to Martin. Can't get the handle. On the ground now. It's
everybody's on the ground.
Fumble! Who came up with it?
I don't know. There was only 1 or 2 people standing.
They're going to call it a jump ball. And the possession arrow is pointing towards Mountain View.
I thought somebody was going to throw their gloves off and start pulling a jersey over somebody's head there.
They're going to have visions of Glacier Peak football. Little Tommy Douglas going to come out underneath the pile.
Timmy Douglas. Always on the bottom of the pile.
Fun stuff here, high school sports.
Oh, yeah, it's good to see the boys getting after it. Playing tough, playing hard, as long as nobody gets hurt.
Some sort of delay here held us up for a second.
Had to wipe the court off. Everybody, with all these sweaty kids, were rolling around on the ground.
Closing seconds here of the third. Duchesne.
With an air ball. Ooh, almost rebounded by King.
Again on the floor. Picked up by Prep. Clough now almost loses the handle. 14 seconds, shot clock off. 51-28 is Seattle Prep's big lead.
Set things up for the last play, last shot of the quarter.
Clough looking for somebody. Now he drives. That's Hicks. No good, but they're going to call an offensive foul on Martin.
Jumping on people's backs.
The big fella.
He's got too much spring in those young legs.
Rumbling, tumbling into the paint.
They should make that kid play with a weight vest on or something just to make things fair.
Talk about beast mode.
Yeah.
Between him and Brewy. Tries to huck it at the last second. At the end of 3, and it's Seattle Prep 51, Mountain View 28. You're watching and enjoying 3A State Tournament Playoff Regional action here on the Snohomish Times Sports Network, STSPN.com.
Yeah, you got to hand it to those Mountain View kids, though.